What's going on, everybody? Tyson VS Card Hub, and oh baby, this should be fun. These just came in this weekend. I've been excited for this. This actually came in about 4 days early compared to what Target gave me an ETA for. But this is the 2025 Panini Absolute Countdown Calendar. So, Absolute Football is here. These have gone live on both Target and Walmart's websites. I have not seen them on Amazon, but they've actually been in stock quite a bit. So I ordered a couple of these to come in, grabbed them off of Target. Target said that I ordered them last week on like Wednesday or something, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, middle of the week. Target said they weren't going to come in until the following week on Wednesday. You know, Target has absolutely awful ship times. Saturday rolled around and these guys were on point. So Target, thank you very much for actually having some fast shipping for once. So I did not rip any of these last year or any of the countdown calendars for Absolute last year. I am not, in full disclosure, I am not a big fan of Absolute when it comes out. I will usually rip some just to try it out. But really with Absolute, you're looking at kaboom or bust. That's really what it comes down to, is kaboom or bust. Other than that, Absolute, throw it in the trash. It's not, I don't know, it's not a fun set. But I figured I'd try a couple of these out. Here's what we can get. Not a big checklist as far as what you can get out of here. So we can get autographs, signature rookies, red squares numbered to 100. You can get holiday cards, introductions, buy storm, draft diamonds, your usual inserts for Absolute. So the introductions, buy storms, draft diamonds, usually your normal stuff that you'll get out of here. But we're looking for those kabooms, horizontal kabooms. So they do not have the vertical ones in here. They have the horizontal kabooms in here. I'm going to go ahead and get these open. These do have 24 packs. 24 packs. 3 cards per pack. I'm going to see how hard it is to get them out of here. I may have to fast forward through it, but let's check it out and kind of see what these boxes look like. At least kind of get an initial idea of what we're looking at for getting the packs out of here. Luckily, they don't come in tins like the stupid Donruss tins that, you know, you're then stuck with all dented and dinged cards. So here's what it normally looks like. You get a kind of a pretty cool big horizontal kaboom mural down here. You can actually, looks like you can actually peel this off. Yeah, so that's perforated, so you can peel this off, put it up on your wall. So a little Jalen Hurts action down here. Let's try this out. Look at that. There you go. So it is perforated. Pull it off. There you go. You got a poster for your wall. Actually, not bad. Kind of a cool little poster there. Go ahead and throw him in the back there. There's a little Jalen Hurts action. And as far as the pack orientation, if you're actually going to, you know, do this for your 24 days leading up to Christmas, so the packs are in here flat like this. So that would mean, as far as just getting all the packs out to do a rip, so we're not, you know, counting down the 24 days of Christmas together, you can actually, looks like you can open up the side this year and just pull the whole thing out. That makes this infinitely easier. Remember seeing all the ones last year? People had to like tear open each day to get everything out, and looked kind of terrible. Looked really annoying to have to deal with. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull all these out. Make sure we get everything. So there's your empty box there. Go throw some. You can keep it. Throw some Hot Wheels in there or something. So much easier to get out than I thought. I thought I was going to be here for 20 minutes pulling packs out, one slot at a time. So thank you, Panini, for making it a little easier. Let's see, who'd we get this time? Little Joe Burrow. Go ahead and see if I can cleanly tear this off here. This one doesn't want to tear as easily. Just to decorate the desk a little bit. Why not? Get in the Christmas spirit. Football spirit, Christmas spirit. Go. All right. Well, good luck, Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts in the back here. See if they can bring us some luck and help us pull a kaboom today. Grab this last one out of here. So 48 packs is going to be a lot of pack opening. Like I said, you're only getting 3 cards per pack, so really you're hoping to grab, you know, autographs, kabooms, maybe some of those numbered cards, those numbered autos. Other than that, yeah, you're just kind of stuck with a lot of base and cheap inserts and parallels from Absolute. If you've opened Absolute, then you know Absolute can sometimes be absolute trash. All right, I just kind of made a big mess back here. Let's get into it. Let's try it out. See what they look like. See if they updated the design this year. Last year's design was pretty close to the previous year. So there is our design, you know, kind of shiny. They updated a little bit. That coloring is kind of terrible. That's Michael Pittman. There's a Draft Diamonds Pacheco and Alfred Collins. Oh man, this coloring is awful. So they got the red coloring, but then they used like a subdued red for the font and the logo and everything. Yeah, it's kind of terrible to see. Kind of a pain to see there. All right. So let's see, we got inserts, base cards, some rookies. Let's see what we get. This is almost like trying to open the score treat stuff. There's our base, that Derrick Henry. It's super hard to see. There's Hog Heaven. So this is a new insert this year, Joe Burrow. And Ty Felton on the rookie. But yeah, like score treat. Those little packs come in like 40 to 90, depending on where you get them from. 40 to 90 packs. They all have like 3 cards per pack. Takes forever. Monroe St. Brown, rookie wave, Jack Besh. And Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue may get a little more playing time. Jerry Jeudy, oh man, this dude was dropping balls all weekend. Just awful. Cam Scatabo will take that by storm, and Alec Iamanor. I will say, if nothing else, Cam Scatabo and Jackson Dart have made the Giants fun to watch. Like, I don't know how long their careers are going to be. Like, those are going to be some short careers if they're both just going to sit there and run at brick walls and launch themselves at other players head first. But yeah, they're fun to watch. There's TJ Sanders. So it's looking like every pack is a base card, like a base veteran, an insert, and a rookie. So not terrible. So there's Chris Olave. There's introductions, Marion Hampton and Trey Harris. And we got a little Will Howard. Aaron Rodgers has been looking pretty good. I don't know if Will Howard's going to get any playing time this year. And Rodgers seems to have found the fountain of youth out there in Pittsburgh. There's Puka. A little looking ahead. Tyler Shuck and Jalen Milroe. And I have a little Jack Besh again for the Raiders. So yeah, this is kind of the absolute experience. It is just you're hoping you get something good. There's a Mika Egbuka by Storm and Travis Hunter. Some of these, some of the hotter rookie names, they might, if you want to resell these, might grab you a couple bucks here and there early on. Once Absolute actually hits the street, once you start getting retail Absolute and stuff, their prices drop dramatically just because Absolute is not a product that people go after. So there's Jaden Daniels. There's Jared Goff on the Hog Heaven. And a little Jaden Higgins actually got some good playing time before the bye week. Him and Jalen Noel both look pretty good for the Texans there. Throw Jaden Daniels in there. There's CJ Stroud. There we go. There's a little Jackson Dart. And we got Jalen Lane on the rookie. And Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter. This little rookie one there. Yeah, I don't know, man. Watching that Thursday game last week and just watching Jackson Dart turn himself into a lawn dart to get that first down, like, you can only do that so much before, you know, you're not going to be able to get pulled out of the blue tent for concussion stuff. Dart and Tesla and Quinshawn Judkins. Like, the font that they used, awful. If you hold it straight on, couldn't really tell you. You couldn't, if you didn't know who that was, you couldn't read it. You gotta like hold it against the light to get that glare on it, just to see the absolute, to see the rookie. Yeah, this, I don't know. The coloring Panini did with this is awful. At least with the base cards here. Justin Fields looked good for like the first game or two, and now he looks terrible. Jalen Noel and Walter Nolan. Justin Fields turned back into what everybody expects Justin Fields to be. Andre Stevenson. There's Caleb Johnson. Hasn't really done much this year. And Jack Kaiser. Yep, this is just like Score Treat. It just seems like the packs never end. Jonathan Taylor, Hog Heaven of Luther Burden, and Josh Simmons. Hog Heaven's kind of an interesting choice for an insert there. Josh Jacobs, Rookie Wave, Quinshawn Judkins, and Armand Membo. Judkins was doing good for my fantasy team until this past weekend, and then he did absolutely nothing. Ron Robinson, there's Max Crosby on the Diamonds, and Trey Harris. Somehow the Steelers came out and completely stifled the Browns. Cam Ward by storm, and Nick Martin. Oh, we've got something in here. We got a thick card in here. There's Quinn Ewers on the front. We've got Ashton Genty on the back. We'll take that. And memorabilia card. I don't know if it's going to be an autograph. Nope. How about a Colston Loveland holiday suit? Oh, it's kind of cool. It's like a little felt. There we go. That's a nice little pack there. So Colston Loveland, there's our patch memorabilia card. Not numbered, and obviously not from any specific game or event, because I don't think he was going to go out and wear a Santa Claus suit anywhere. There we go. There's our first memorabilia card, a Colston Loveland rookie. We'll take that. A nice little rookie pack. All rookies. Quinn Ewers. I'd like to see Quinn Ewers, see what he does. Tua is not, he's not working out. Tua's not working out. He's now blaming his teammates for all the issues that's going on with the Dolphins. Malcolm Rodriguez and Hado. Yeah, Tua's just, I don't know. Tua's saying that, talking crap to Cam Ward. Alex Highsmith on the Diamonds, and Josh Connerly. Or not Cam Ward, excuse me, Cam Newton. There's Nico Collins, acting almost like he didn't know that Leonard and Terrence Ferguson. Almost like he didn't know that Cam Newton actually played football before. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Tua. Tua's a little scrambled up. So there's CeeDee Lamb, Hog Heaven, Patrick Mahomes, and Amika Egbuka. Egbuka haunts me on dreams. I picked him up in one of my fantasy leagues. Or I drafted him, I should say. I didn't even pick him up. I actually drafted him. And then when they announced that Judkins was coming back, I had Egbuka and Caleb Johnson. And I was like, oh, Gabriel looks like you're kind of terrible. I had Judkins and Ibuka, or I was going to grab Judkins. Had Caleb Johnson and Ibuka. Told myself, drop Caleb Johnson, grab Judkins. For some reason, when I did it, early in the morning when I read the news that Quinshon Judkins was coming back, stupidly went to the waiver wire just to grab him real fast before anybody else heard about it. Grabbed Judkins, and I ticked the box to drop Ibuka instead of Johnson. Kicking myself every day because it was like later that day I was sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I dropped the wrong person. Rookie Wave and Nick Eminwari. I was like, I dropped the wrong player. I was like, I can't believe I just did that. And couldn't go pick him up until waivers ran, and of course by the time waivers ran, somebody else picked up Ibuka. So completely screwed up my team there. Look at that. It's here haunting me now. Ibuka and Tyler Shuck. So yeah, I get to watch every week as Ibuka scores like crazy. Basically just rubs it in my face, not on my team because I was dumb and not paying attention and I checked the wrong player and just sent it. Now he's not on my team anymore. There's Chase Brown. Saddle up a little Tyler Warren, Riley Leonard, and Walter Nolan. I did get Tyler Warren on my fantasy team though, so at least on one of them. Every one of my teams is basically like even wins and losses. I'm like perfectly mid this year. There we go. Genty and Jack Besh and Malika Starks. Christian McCaffrey. He's like eating his teammates to stay healthy. Isaac Tesla and Dylan Sampson. And Christian McCaffrey's going out there and basically just chewing up his teammates and eating their souls, like sucking their life force out just to stay healthy. Trevor Lawrence, Tyler Shuck on the rookie wave, and Donovan Jackson. So we're getting down. We've got probably about 10-15 packs left. Trey McBride, Bashal Tootin, and Landon Jackson. Start just trying to burn through these. Like I said, with Absolute, grab it early. Sell your extra singles that you don't want. Because, yeah, once they start really... once they start hitting the shelves for retail and stuff, Absolute's going to be worthless. So there's RJ Harvey, Travis Hunter. Yeah, really all we want is signatures. We want some signatures. We want a Kaboom. Dak Prescott and Riley Leonard. Jordan Bursch. So we're getting about a dozen packs left. David Montgomery, Matthew Golden by storm, and Torrey Horton. I thought Torrey Horton was going to have a little bit bigger year. So far, hasn't really done much. Pops up every now and then he disappears. Cooper Kupp's still too big of a name there. Geno Smith. Here we go. Jackson Dart. Paper on there. And Nick Scorton. Make a little Jackson Dart action. Here we go. Let's spice up the background a bit. Come on, let's see a Kaboom. Seen people on social media posting Kabooms and stuff. So far, we are Kaboomless. There's Jacoby Myers, Dapper Duo, Ty Felton. And Lane over there from Washington. And how about a little Luther Burden. Chicago and the Raiders throw me off because their cards are black. So I think it's something nice. Look at the back, not numbered or anything. Just team colors black. Tony Pollard, Hog Heaven, Cam Ward, and Michael Williams. Cam Ward came out. The old chewed up corner. Actually, just paper hanging off the edge. I think when I picked these up, these were sold on Target, I think they were like 50 bucks, 45, 50 bucks. So, I mean, not terrible, but it's more of what you can get out of them. Shamar Stewart. Like I said, this is going to be our main pile of stuff that we can probably resell, make a little bit of money back. Especially if we don't get a Kaboom or anything. No Kaboom, no autograph. Obviously, you cannot pull Jackson Dart or Cam Ward autographs. They are Fanatics exclusives. So you're going to be going to Topps for those this year. Brian Thomas. There's Jaden Daniels on the Hog Heaven and another Jackson Dart. So you can pull, you know, inserts, base cards, all that stuff. Dart and Ward. But you cannot pull autographs of them. But the nice thing about this draft class or this year is that pretty much the entirety of the draft class, other than Ward and Dart, they signed with Panini. So that's kind of a big plus for Panini on their way out the door. Tet McMillan and Tyler Warren. Yeah, Panini at least has a decent autograph class for this year. They got a lot of position players, not a lot of QBs in this class, but yeah, a lot of good position players. So a lot of autographs to chase after in Panini stuff this year. Bucky Irving. There's Puka on the draft diamonds and Jaquez Hunter. Getting towards the end. Come on, Kaboom. Show me a Kaboom. Jamar Chase, Isaiah Likely, and Jordan James. We got 5 packs left. 5 packs left. No Kabooms, no autographs. Quentin Johnston. There's an Ashton Genty on the Hog Heaven. Andrew Makuba. Come on, we're holding out hope. Ooh, this one's thick. There's another patch card. We'll save that one at least. Marvin Harrison. There's wide open. Tet McMillan and Alec Iamanor. And that guy. I don't even heard of him out there. Carson. Is that Swessinger? Actually, no. I take that back. He's played a little bit. Cleveland Browns. There we go. Little Shadur, some Dylan Gabriel, and Judkins. Yeah. There we go. We'll take that. Quinn, yours. Name was escaping me there for a minute. I was just talking about him. Got Judkins on at least 2 of my 3 fantasy teams. He was doing good, but then, yeah, Steelers put him in his place. Second to last pack, there's an Abdul Carter, rookie wave, and Jaden Higgins. So pretty much we have our pack with our patch card, and that's going to be it. So no Kabooms today. This is absolute in a nutshell. There's a Bijan non-rookie Hog Heaven. Absolute in a nutshell. Basically skunks us like crazy. TJ Sanders. And our Christmas card. Have a little Shadur Sanders. We'll take that. Holiday suit Shadur Sanders. We'll take that one. That's acceptable. And a little Bijan there. So there we have it. There's the microcosm of Absolute. We'll probably see it a lot more once Absolute Retail hits and just Absolute everything hits, and we'll just keep getting absolutely skunked. So there you have it. There's your Absolute experience. Let me know what you think. Not, you know, if you can get in early and turn around and sell a lot of these rookies to kind of make up what you paid for it, Absolute isn't terrible. If you do this late in the season, like later on in the season after more retail stuff has come out or more sets come out, Absolute is a just total waste of your time, because really, unless you pull a Kaboom, most of this stuff you can, you know, throw in the trash. You can donate it. You can go make some, you know, I give them away at Halloween. I'll make grab bags, team bags, and just give them to kids on Halloween. But that's Absolute in a nutshell. Is unless you get a Kaboom, you're getting, you know, a few bucks worth of cards, and then everything else is just kind of tossed out the window, or do something with it. Find something constructive to do with it. Anyways, let me know what you think. Are you going to try and picking these up? I believe last I saw they were still in stock on Walmart and Target. If I find them on Amazon, I'll throw a link in the description down below. I don't throw links in the description if they're not from Amazon themselves, because then the resellers get them. And yeah, we don't do all the scalping stuff. So anyways, let me know what you think. Thank you for hanging out, and I will catch y'all next time.